Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CodeLogic. So today we are going to see how we can develop a CRUD application using MinStack. So in our previous video we have seen how to create a setup for our MinStack application development program. So if you have not watched that video, then I'll request you to watch that video first. So in this video we are going to create a Node.js application. So we are going to write some APIs and we are going to fetch that APIs in our Angular application. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So here integrate a terminal with our project. So here we first type command npm init. So it will create a JSON file. We are using the default inputs there. Okay. So you can see the package.json file is created. We are going to open that file. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Now we are going to install Express MongoDB. Okay. npm I Express body parser and Mongoose hyphen save. So it will save it in our project. Okay. Now we'll install it. npm install hyphen global nodemon. So it will use nodemon is used to create an application with a runtime. So whenever you changes anything in our application, then you don't need to run it again. Nodemon will take care of that. Okay, after the npm install, you can see node modules have came there. Now we'll create a new app.js file here, inside which we are going to import the express. So for that we are using a command const express require express. Then after that body parser require body parser. And then last one mongoose, sorry, course. So for that course also we are going to use the require course. Now we'll create a new file, that is db.json. So inside this file we are going to write configuration to connect it with the database, that is our MongoDB. For that we are going to create a constant mongoose require mongoose, then mongoose dot connect, and we are passing the parameters there, mongodb :/localhost. So it is running on port 27017, and after that forward slash, and we are giving it a database name, that is postdb. And if it is getting any error, then we are going to print that error in our console. Otherwise we are printing message connection is successful. If we are getting error, and we are writing message connection has ended with error, and we are passing the error. Otherwise console.log connection is successful. Okay, now we are going to export this module.export mongoose. Now inside app.js we are going to inject db, that is our database connection. So we have created a constant mongos and require, inside which will pass the path to the db.js. And now we'll create a new constant app equal to express. Now app.use, we are passing the body parser.json and app.use. We are using the course here, and inside which we are passing the origin, that is our http:// localhost 4200. So this is a port on which our Angular application will be running. And now app.listen, and we are passing the port here 3000. Also we are checking if it is running, then we are writing the message there, server is started on port 3000. Okay, now we'll use here node1.app.js. Okay, you can see our server is started on port 3000 and connection is successful. So the second line is from the database. Okay, so this is our first line, server is started on port 300, and inside our database you can see connection is successful, so it is printed from there. Okay, now here we are going to create a new file, routes.js. Also we are going to create a folder there, modules, inside which we are going to create a new module, post, and in that post.js file we are going to inject the mongos. Then create a variable const post mongos.model post, and inside which we are going to create some parameters there, like title, which is of type string. Then after that content. So post will have three parameters: title, content, and the username. Module.export post. So first we'll check with the title and content, then we are going to inject the username. So here inside the route.js we'll use a const express equal to require. We are importing the express module here. Then similarly we are going to create a router, express.router. Now we'll create Mongo types, require, inside which we are going to pass mongos dot types. So mongos types will use in checking the ID is correct or not. Okay, so yeah, now we'll create a new const of post, and we'll pass the parameters like its path. So it is in a models folder, so post.js. Okay, now we are going to write some APIs here. First one, get all posts. So for that, router dot get, and inside which we have added the slash there, that means it is on default, so it is a default URL. And there are two parameters like request and result. So post dot find method is there, and inside which if you are getting any errors and the doc, so it will have two functions like error and doc, and if you are getting any error then we'll just print the error, otherwise we'll return the document. So result.send doc. Okay, and if you are getting any error then console.log error. Error occurred while fetching the data. And we are going to send it back like result.status 400 and dot message. We can pass the message inside the send function like internal error. Okay, and the error message. So similarly we are going to write the next API, that is a create new post. So for that, router.post default slash the request slash result inside a function. So post dot, so here we have created a new object post of type post let. Okay, now here we'll check what are the parameters there: title, content and username. Okay, so title equals to request.body dot title, comma, content equals to result dot, sorry, request dot body dot content, and the username request dot body dot username. Okay, so we have created a object here of type post. Now we are sending that object to save in our database. So post dot save, and on which we are going to check if there is an error or not. If it is the error, then we'll return a message with the error code 400. Otherwise we'll send the data back using the result.send method. So first we'll print the error, console.log internal error has occurred, and we'll pass the error. Result.send status 400, and we'll send the message. Okay, we have, okay, yeah. So we have created the post method and get all post method. Now we are going to create get post by its ID. Suppose you want to get only one post of particular ID, then for that we are writing the method here. So inside a get, so there are one parameter is like slash colon ID, so ID of that post, and then there are two parameters like request and result, and on that parameter we are going to call a function. And if now we are using a mongoose type dot object ID to check a valid ID. So user has sent a post ID and we have to check that post ID is valid or not. So for that we have is valid function, inside which we'll pass the parameter like request.param.id, and if that ID is valid, then we'll process it further, otherwise we'll send an error, no record found for the ID. Okay, now post.find request.params.id, and there are two functions, like one function and with the parameters error and doc. So if you are getting any error, then we'll return the internal error message. Otherwise we'll return the document, that is the data of that particular post. First we'll write a console message, internal error has occurred, and we'll return a status with a 400. Okay, now after that we'll copy the whole method here, we'll paste it again. Suppose we want to delete the post, so there is nothing changed here. So small requirements like post, there was a find, and here find and replace, find and remove, sorry. Okay, and we'll change the method to delete. Okay, that's it. Now we want to update our post, so for that we'll copy the method get post by id. Now here we are going to create an object here, let post of type post, and here we'll get the data, so you copy that data and we'll paste it here, and post dot find by find and update. Okay, find by id and update, and here one parameter is required, that is post, the variable we have created, so that is we are going to set it here, and also another new true. Okay, and we'll change the method type router.put. Now inside app.js we'll use the root, that is const root equal to require, and we'll pass the root path, that is inside our project we have routes.js, and we have passed that parameter here. Now we are going to use that routes. So for that we have added the parameter post and routes. Now we'll create a terminal here and we'll run our application nodemon.apps.js. Okay, we have got some errors here, so here, so we'll go inside our routes.js file, and we have to use the colon there, not equal to sign. Okay, so we'll update it inside our put method also. Inside id, yeah, okay, inside a put method we are going to update that. Okay, you can see now still there is an error. Yeah, we have to export that routes, right, to use inside our app.js. So for that module.export router. Okay, now you can see the connection is successful. Now we go inside our postman and we'll hit enter to the post. We have added some text there like username, title, okay, and content. So you can see, so data has been sent there. So suppose now we want to get all the posts, so this is our url, get, send it. You can see the it is by default id is there, and title, content, username. Suppose now we want to get the particular id, so we copy that id and paste it here, and we'll get the data related to that id. And suppose now we want to delete, sorry, update. So for that we are going to paste that id here, we'll copy the content inside body, raw, and json, we'll paste it here and change the its name, username, okay, task creator, and then we'll send it. Okay, it is updated. Now we'll copy that id and we'll use the delete method here. Okay, just copy it and paste it here and then hit a send button. You can see the data is deleted, so status is 200. Okay, so yeah, and now we'll get all the data. So you can see there is an empty list. So that's it for the video, guys. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon to hear latest updates from us. So see you in the next. Till then, bye bye.